active at dawn and dusk. So middle of the day, they're typically hiding away. But if you hang out with us a little bit later this afternoon, you might just get to see them. They are so beautiful. They are native to Southern California. They can also be found really anywhere Canada and south. But you typically won't find them in your backyard. They're a pretty shy animal, and they like to stay far away with people. Far away from people. You know, that's okay with me. But one of these mountain lions, as a little itty bitty kitten, did wander into somebody's backyard up in Washington State. They eventually called the right authorities though, and then we were able to take her in here as a rescue. On our right is Mowgli's 4D Jungle Adventure movie, and that's like a 15-minute 4D snippet of the typically hour-and-a-half long movie. It's a great time in there. And up next, we do have another crepuscular species. I do hope we get to see them though. They are called the Maine Wolves, and you'll typically smell them before you see them. So if you get a whiff of that skunky, musky smell, that is a Maine Wolf. And they use this very unique scent gland, oh yeah, that's what that is, to actually help mark their territory and communicate with a mate. Because these two that live here are a bonded pair. So you know, they talk about things like what they want for dinner, their feelings, things like that. They also use that smell to attract each other to one another. Now we're passing by that Kangaroo Bus Stop number 3, and then the Bashore Bridge is here on the right. And we are going to start to enter the Great Elephant Odyssey, which happens to be one of my favorite parts of the zoo. Over here on the left, we have these adorable little creatures. Yes, guys, I'm looking at you.
What about the
They
other
are
side
called
over there?
rock hyraxes, but they kind of look like gerbils or guinea pigs, right? Well, they are not related to those rodents. They are actually the relative of the biggest animal here at the San Diego Zoo. Do you know what that is? Elephants. And they also share DNA with the manatees, and that just blows my mind. I can't believe it sometimes. And that just goes to show that not everything is always as it seems. But that sure seems like a lion up there. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am not lying. That is Ernest, our big male lion, hanging out up there on the pedestal like the king that he is. And he lives here with his sister. Her name is Miss Ellen. She's around here somewhere. Now, the lions are a very big part of our 105-year history here at the San Diego Zoo. I'm sure you all noticed the big lion statue at the very front, right? Well, that is actually modeled after a lion named Rex. A lion named Rex. Oh, he's gonna mark the tree. Oh, okay. It's like we are too close for comfort if he's gonna start marking things. So anyway, Rex was a lion that we had in our care here at the San Diego Zoo over 105 years ago. So he's actually the very first animal that we did have in our care, and he's the one that got it started for us all. So we do love our lions here. Let's see if we can find Miss Ellen. I'm not seeing Miss Ellen right now, but she's probably just taking a little cat nap. Oh, you see her? Oh my gosh, alright, good job guys, you have a good eye. Oh, she's right back there, looks like she's chewing on something. Now, do any of my Lion King fans know what a group of lions is called? Oh, good job everybody, nice. Yeah, lions are actually the only big cats out there in the wild that travel in groups or prides. The rest of them are a total solitary species. What are you doing for? That is awesome. That is a rare opportunity. I will always stop for that. That is so cool. Now, when he really goes at it, or if she does, their roar can be heard all the way from here to the parking lot. It is incredible. That was just a little teaser, apparently. Well, up next, we have a solitary species. You know, unlike the lions who travel in prides. And this is the lovely Minziri, our female jaguar.
We didn't get to see the Jaguars.
Now take a look at those spots. The Jaguars actually have a very unique coat from one another. No two Jaguars have the same spots. Kind of like the human fingerprint. Minziri, she comes to us from the Amazonian rainforest. Do you know what else comes from the rainforest? A lot of coffee. I mean, do we have any coffee drinkers on board? Hello, I would not be here this morning without it. Yes, thank you. Something that us coffee drinkers can actually do to help her species out because she is endangered is to actually buy the fair trade shade grown coffee from the Amazon. And that means that the coffee that we bought was just produced in the already existing shade of those trees, and no rainforest trees or land had to be cleared out to produce that coffee. And that's very, very important because it's going to help save Nindiri's habitat. And I swear it makes it taste better when you know you're helping out an animal like Nindiri. I think of her every morning and sometimes in the afternoon when I need a little pick-me-up, so you gotta try it. Now we are starting to enter the 2.5-acre elephant habitat. But first off, we're gonna pass by the tapirs that live there with the capybara. Kind of reminds me of a giant hamster, very cute. And here is where our elephants live. We do have 5 elephants in this enclosure. They've got both female and male elephants, African and Asian elephants. Let's just see who we can find right around the corner. This area on the right is the Elephant Care Center. And this is both a state-of-the-art medical facility where the elephants get daily checkups and weigh-ins with their care team here. And this place also kind of doubles as a day spa, ladies and gentlemen. The elephants get weekly mani-pedis here, foot soaks and scrub downs whenever they like. I do wish I could say the same for myself. And these areas here is where we practice something called protected contact with the elephants, which means that whenever we're doing a checkup or a scrub down or a foot soak, there's always going to be a barrier in between our large animals like the elephants and our keepers at all times. And that just keeps everybody safe. And the elephants are, of course, always rewarded with tasty treats and snacks for coming through here. Like when they give me champagne at the nail salon, right? And this is one of our 2 of our lovely secretary birds. You'll see that they have those long legs, and they actually use those long runway model legs to stomp on their prey. They don't really like to fly in the sky to find their next meal, but they will look for it on the ground. They can actually find and eat and tenderize some of the most dangerous animals, including the black mamba snake. If you ask her what she wants for breakfast, she is going to order up one good old danger noodle. Delicious. Ooh, now who do we have here? Can anybody tell me if that is one of our African or Asian elephants? Look at the ears. Small ears will have an Asian elephant. And then the African elephants, they have those big old ears shaped like the continent of Africa. And the African elephants, they also have those big ivory tusks that they're so well known for. And the Asian elephants, they don't have very visible tusks, but they do have them. They're just tucked up way inside their mouth, and you typically wouldn't see them unless you were an elephant dentist. So, yeah. And this is, I believe this is Mary, our female Asian elephant. I can tell the Asian elephants apart by their tails. Debbie has a very small tail, and Mary has a very long tail. And Mary, she's sometimes called Mother Mary over here because she is the most maternal elephant of the matriarchal herd. We have a couple of younger boys that just came to us from the wild animal park and still do, younger boy things, like Steve who has the bigger tusks and fight for territory. And whenever she catches them do that, she will actually put them in timeout. She will find them from wherever she is, and she will make sure that one stays on one end of the enclosure and that the other one is locked away on the other side of the enclosure, and she doesn't let them move. So they're in timeout. And then they'll go at it again, and she'll do the whole thing over.